Hello everyone, welcome to a new process video today. I am working on my photos from Munich, getting close to finishing that album. And I have just a single page layout today. It's 6x8 pocket page style. And this is one of the styles that's really hard for me to use. It has two 4x4 photos, and then it has these 2x2 pockets over here. And I always struggle with 2x2. And as you can see, I only have two photos here. This was a very quick stop for us. And I have nothing for over here. I picked this because of the geotag and because the blue kind of matched the sky. I really have nothing else to go on. So I'm trying to figure out how to fill those in. I do know that one of these squares has to be for journaling because there's an inscription. This is the Siegestor, I think that's how you say it, Arch in Munich. And there's a very interesting inscription on it because originally it was put up as a sign of Germany's power over the rest of the world. And you can imagine how that attitude may have changed after World War II. And so they did put a new inscription on it, and it's very telling. And I want to include that in journaling somewhere on here. So I know I have to have that, but I'm not sure about colors. I'm thinking maybe gray because there's gray here, maybe a little yellow or gold because of the inside of the arches here. Other than that, I don't know what else to do. There's kind of this teal here because of this, tinged copper that has been aged. I don't even know that I have anything that color, so I'm not quite sure what that's going to mean, but I'm going to do my best. For the colors, I've decided to go at least with some of this gold hue here, and I did find this. And I think this was actually a 4x4 originally, because in the Project Life app, you can get kits that have 4x4 options, but it will fit in the 2x2 square, obviously. The dimensions are the same. So I think this is one that I put in there and then printed out as a 2x2. But I love it that it's got the right color here. Now, I'm going to have to write really small or carry this over to more than one journaling option, which I could do because I do have two empty spaces here. But right now I think I'm going to just try to write small and keep it in there, but we'll see how things go. But then that still means I need two more cards for here. So I did find another card that I think I'm going to put in this bottom slot here so that they're spaced, because look at this color. It's very bright. This part that says wander is a little closer to the notes part, but this is a little bit brighter, and I don't want those next to each other. So I think I'm going to have to put that down here. That only leaves me this, and I think I'm still going to go for the gray. These won't be right next to each other. They'll be a little diagonal, but I think gray is a nice neutral option. Well, I didn't end up going gray. I actually went brown, and I think that'll be okay because of what's up here. They're kind of brownish gray. I mean, there definitely is some brown tones in there, I think, and in here along the border areas. And because it's a slightly golden tone too, I think it works okay with that yellow and gold. So let's see, do I like it? I think I do. The only two that I might switch would be like this, because these still aren't next to each other, which would be okay. But then I don't know that I like two solid colors next to each other. No, I like it better because then there's white and then another color in between, white, another color. Yep, it's going to be that configuration. So I have to figure out, do I want to stamp on here? I've got kind of a weird blank space there. Do I want to add anything here? I'm not touching this photo. It takes up pretty much the whole square, so that's fine. But I definitely could do something here. Originally, I thought that maybe I would just do some stamping on here, but I did buy some digital files a while ago that are specific to Germany, and I've used them on other layouts, and this came in the files, and that's perfect because I could put it probably right here, and it's enough away from this yellow that it would be okay. I definitely, wouldn't like it if the point was the other way, like this. That would be too close. But here, if I put it in that upper left, I think it'll be okay. All right, I adhered the little pennant there, and I put a mini staple, and I like that. So that's probably all I'll do on that photo too. I don't want to overwhelm it, especially since these are so bright. Again, leaving this one alone. So then I just have to figure out what to do here and here. Not sure I want to do anything here, still thinking about that, but here I could definitely stamp something. I've decided I am going to stamp on there, and I pull out this set, and I actually really like the phrase that says that, ... and more. Because when you look at this, it's beautiful. The architecture is beautiful, the design is beautiful, all of that. But then when you find out what the inscription is on it, it means even more. It becomes more meaningful, or at least it did to me. So I think I want to use that phrase, and I'll put it right there. And by the way, let's see, these stamps are, the set is called Away, if the camera will focus. There we go. It's called Away by Carrie Bradford Studio. Okay, I did the stamping and I loved how it turned out. It's perfect, very subtle, but interesting, so I like it. And then for down here, I was thinking, I knew I had some pieces. I have flat pieces, they're die cuts, I have acrylic pieces that are asterisks. So I pulled those out, and right away, I'm looking at this one. It would be quite large there, but then I see there's also this blue one. Not sure it's the right blue, but I'm gonna take these out and see what I think of what I've got here. So yeah, that's kind of too big, but I've got that little one, maybe something like that. I don't think that blue is too much. Let's see this. What color is this one here? Blue? Yep. Okay. Oh, that's the one I saw first, not this one. So let's see. Ooh, it is kind of big. Yeah, you know what? That's too big. I don't like those. I think because I've got these two kind of larger elements, but this little blue one, the only thing stopping me is that color. I think I'm going to do it because I don't know what else I would put there, and I feel like it needs something. It's too plain without it, so I think I will add that. I will use my liquid mono glue here, and I will attach it. Okay, so I glued that on there, and I'm just waiting for it to dry. The mono liquid glue, it does dry pretty fast, but I just want to be sure before I say that I'm done with it. So I'm going to let it sit here. When I'm sure it's totally dry, then I will put it all in the pockets, and I will see if I want to add more or if it's done. All right, I think this one is finished. So here's a close-up. And it's done. Very simple, but I like the way it turned out, so I'm going to keep it and put it in the album. Thanks for watching, everyone.